Brian Anderson. Take it up another level over a long season.
Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Peyton in at the center position, locking down the middle. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, BA. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. I'm interested to see.
And here's Brown. Butler covering. Jaylen Brown working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Curry. He played a great game against San Antonio. Butler finds MP. Three-pointer off the mark.
Defensive mindset you have to have against him, and he said we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can.
Boston now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Tatum shot his sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale.
Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
To the paint. Here's Peyton. Good, and the assist goes to...
Quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
The Warriors lead by 4. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, looking good. Outside Kuminga. The three is up. Fires in the triple.
All cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Good on the shot.
He
See if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to...
Now here's Tatum, coming off a solid outing against Chicago. "54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Healed from outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Pass to Heal. To the middle. That one's good from Green.
Because he's skilled and relentless.
A deep three from MP, and that's not gonna go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is...
Started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. If you look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
A nightmare to contain. All right, John, we're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. To the inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, "I've never been the tallest or..."
Down low. Here's Horford, and Horford powers it home. Here's MP. Tatum with the block. Curry with it. And you look at his numbers, just over 20.
One to disrupt.
Here's MP. And again, 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Curry passes to MP. That drops. Inside. Here's Horford. Lays it up and bangs. Golden State has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And that one drops. And now this one for 3. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Well, that's going to give them a shot in the arm. And now they'll go into the locker room with all kinds of confidence.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Such a wide open look. And that's now 24 points for MP.
And are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
And keeping us updated.
Back to you.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Legs, when you're dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the tree by Boston. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
Pass to Green. MP outside. Back to Green. MP finds Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside. Tatum. And it's Keita in at the center.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
A nice shot by him. They led by 16. Here's MP. Buries it down low.
Would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Curry passes to MP. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's MP, and the Warriors tack on 2 more. Pass to Butler, launches it. Jimmy buckets with the tray.
+8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
All right, Tim.
A night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
Agreeing the number of games, like Warriors coach Steve Kerr. You know, they're arguing for quality.
Great start. He has really cooled off pretty quickly.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for MP. MP outside, beyond the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game. Kuminga, the pass to MP. From the high post. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Twice. So taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the hits yet again. Wow!
Putting on a
Job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, BA. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
And the
Job of imposing their pace and style of play.
now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And MP throws it down.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
All right, let's send it over courtside to Dominic Hamill.
Prolific play per usual from MP and leading his side to victory. Your effort stood out in more than one area. That means something to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. One of my first rivals, a kid in high school, bro, like, he was the first really great scorer I ever played against. He was 10 times the scorer I was then, not now. But he didn't do anything else. I used him as an inspiration. I never wanted someone to watch me thinking. That's it.
I don't think anyone is, MP.
Of course.